Hey guys, it's Forex James with another video for you. Today's topic is gonna be about the one thing that price always does, okay? Which most people can't figure out. It's a bit of a catchy title here, but in my experience, it's been true that people have a hard time figuring out what price will do, okay? It looks random and unpredictable. Okay, I'm here to tell you that it is not random. Okay, because it does this one thing all the time across every time frame, and you'll see it playing out over and over again. So there are many theories out there, guys. Okay, for example, if you're a pattern trader, okay, some of you may have heard of the M pattern, okay, the W, or the harmonic pattern that looks like an M as well, or an AB equals to CD pattern. Okay, AB equals to CD, or a head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so yes, these patterns work, but it's only because of one thing that prices always do. They have to work in the right context at the right time. Okay, but most importantly, it works because the one thing that price always does is move to one level to another, looking for liquidity. Okay, that's it, guys. This is why stop hunts work, fake outs work, and all these other patterns work. It's because they're moving towards a place that's more liquid. Price is always looking for liquidity, guys. Okay, and with enough training, you would be able to catch those zones or turning points. Okay, and it's really not that hard at all. Okay, we'll go through some of these charts right now. So you'll be able to identify where price is headed to, where it's likely to turn, so you'll be able to get into the game early. Now, I want you guys to stay till the end, because after the lesson part is going to be the quiz part, just to test and see how much you've grasped this concept. Okay, so stick around till the end, guys. We have a euro dollar chart here, for example. Okay, let's say I'm going to tell you now that price is about to head higher. All right, have a look at this chart and tell me, where would price pull back to? Okay, the clue is the most liquid zone or area. So we have here a bunch of stops sitting down, right? Most people who are long this thing would place the stops here. It's too predictable. This is one liquid zone. Okay, next, what do we have? Another area here. This is a rally, base rally area. Correct? You saw how price left this zone in such a strong fashion, indicating that there are buyers. Buyers are interested to buy at this level. Okay? That's what it means. Where else do you see a liquid area? The bottom, right? Right here. This is what we identify as a drop base rally. Okay, so these are liquid zones, and these are potential turning points for the market to retrace, to stop, and then to continue its course. Okay, let's have a look what prices do. Went past this point. It's about to test the second one. Okay, little bounce. Buyers are interested. This strong enough, a big spike happens. Okay, this is probably news driven. Okay, that's the only thing that news does to me, at least. Okay, this is how I trade. It's just a catalyst to take out stops and look for those liquid zones. Okay, so eventually it went down to the bottom area here, which is the most liquid. And sure enough, it made a turn, okay, to the upside. If you notice, this coincides with an M pattern as well, or a harmonic pattern. I don't know which one, a Gartley or a bat. It's probably a bat because it's a deep retracement. Okay, I don't trade harmonic patterns blindly. I like to combine them with supply and demand. Okay, so remember, for prices to go up, there needs to be buyers, right? Common sense. Where are these buyers going to buy from? From the sellers. Okay? That means you have to make people want to sell first to you, then you can buy it back from them and push prices higher. Okay? Let's move on to our next example. Now I'm going to tell you to look for a spot to enter a buy. Okay, we're going to wait for a pullback because we're not going to buy near the highs here. We're going to wait for a better entry for a pullback, and then we'll go with the flow. Okay, so what do you guys see here? Okay, market falls into a range. There are some stops sitting down over here, right? There's another dominant level here. This is pretty dominant here. It's a rally-based rally. See how quickly price was able to shoot to the upside. Okay, okay. Pullback is happening right now. There you go. Took out the stops here, went down all the way to this zone. Doesn't really matter how you draw a rectangle. Okay, you can draw it like this or all the way to this wick. Remember, all this implies it's a zone, it's an area. Okay, it's not a line. And with different broker feeds, you may be looking at a chart that's quite different from what I'm looking at. Okay, but it's not gonna differ that much. The idea is still the same. Might differ by 1 or 2 pips, but price will still head to test this zone here. And that's the point, because it's more liquid than this one. More people are willing to buy here, simply said, okay, than this area here. Again, what do you guys see? Somewhat an M pattern, okay? Not the perfect Gartley. This is why I don't really trade harmonic patterns, but the idea is that price is hunting for those liquid zones. Okay, so those are some examples that I've shown you. Now let's play a little game here. Let's take a little quiz together and see if you're able to guess what prices is going to do correctly. Okay, we have a GU, H1. Again, the time frame doesn't really matter. You'll see the same thing playing out across time frames. Okay, across the different time frames. The M1 all the way to the monthly. It's just that the monthly takes longer for it to happen. Okay, guys? So the question right now is, where would you sell? It's gonna go lower, but where do you want to take the sell trade from so that you get a better entry? Okay, have a look at this chart right now, guys. I'll give you guys a few more seconds. Mark the zones in your head. Okay, ready? There you go. Tested this zone here, supply level, went up another time to get more liquidity. there are more sellers here. Okay, it's more liquid than this zone. Okay, for those who got this first one correct, congratulations. If you've guessed that it's this one, it's not wrong per se, because price did bounce off it, right? But it just made another push to get more liquidity up here. All right, that's quiz number one. The second one is coming. Okay, it's downtrend. The clue is again to look for sells. You want to join the flow of the bigger trend and be a seller. It's harder to make money as a buyer in a downtrend. Okay, so where will price pull back to, guys? Study this chart for like 3 seconds. Okay, and draw a picture in your mind of where it's gonna go to. Ready? Right there. Okay, so you went past the supply zone like it's nothing. The approach is too strong here. The bulls are still pushing prices higher. The second one, it respected the zone for a bit before pushing one last time to the upside, taking the liquidity zone here. Okay, and of course, what happens? This whole move is merely a retracement, a pullback, a correction before prices head lower. Okay? Trend, pullback, and then another downtrend. As you can see here, this is an ABCD pattern, pretty much. AB, oops. Okay, excuse the drawing, but you get the picture. Okay, guys, it's time for the last one. It's a chart of the GU. Where would price pull back to? Ready? You got those zones in your head? Let's see if you're correct this time. Okay, it's a sell trade again, by the way. There you go. Okay, I hope, but this time you're able to see that all that prices is trying to do is to reach those liquid zones. In this drawing here, in this case, price didn't actually touch the third rectangle. It actually may be different in some brokers. Okay, it might also be different depending on how you would draw your rectangle. It doesn't matter, guys. The way I approach trading is more discretionary, okay? There really isn't a right or wrong way to draw your lines, your rectangles, your support resistance lines. I want you to get the concept, the idea. That's more important, okay? You need to be flexible. Because again, like what I said, different broker feeds, you may see a slightly different chart, okay? So this is the last quiz. If you have scored 3 out of 3, good job, guys. Okay? If you haven't, it's okay. You're still learning. I hope you'll get better in time. Remember that the one thing that prices is always trying to do is to get to those liquid zones. Okay, guys? That would end it for this video. Don't forget to comment in the section below. Let me know how much you scored. Thanks again for watching and thanks for your participation. Good luck in your trading always. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.